You want to know how to develop self-love for real without bullshit advice like fake it till you make it? Start by supercharging your affirmations. Now, if you're new or ill to the world of affirmations, let me tell you why they work and how you can make them work for you. Affirmations work because your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between the truth and a lie. So if you tell yourself that you're ugly or that you're stupid, your subconscious mind has no choice but to believe you. This is further complicated by the fact that you have a system in your brain called the RAS, the reticular activating system, affectionately referred to as the bouncer. Now, the bouncer's job is to seek out and filter out evidence in support of or against your beliefs, what your subconscious mind tells you. So for example, if you want to buy a purple Volkswagen Bug with eyelashes on the headlights and a glittery hood, just me? Anywho, if you want to buy a silver Prius, guess what you start to see everywhere? Silver Priuses, right? Another example would be if you want a nerdy guy who has a beard and a naughty side. Just kidding. Or am I? The point is, when you say what you want to believe about yourself and you do it in the right way, you create new neural pathways, beliefs, that your bouncer then uses to look for evidence in support of those beliefs. Because your subconscious mind believes what you tell it, my friend. Think about it. The reason that so many of us are a little effed up is because our subconscious mind is in complete and total control until about the age of 7, which means that your brain automatically believes everything that it was told by the media, by the world around us, by the people around us up until that age without questioning it. Around the age of 7, your conscious mind starts to develop. It just starts to develop. It's not even fully developed at that point. And so that's when you start to really question what you're seeing and what you believe about it. Everything that you heard or saw or were told, everything that you experienced up until that point formed the base of your belief system. Your beliefs about others, your beliefs about yourself and your capabilities, your beliefs about the world as a whole, whether you saw the good or the bad in your life around you. And so if that's the basis of your subconscious beliefs, if that is what your bouncer is always looking for, then how can you blame it, right? Like it's just looking out for you. It's trying to find what you have told the bouncer to look for. And so in order for the bouncer to look for something different, in order for your subconscious mind to be reprogrammed, you have to tell it something different. Now, the number one reason that affirmations often don't work for people is because affirmations are a lot like the bed in the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It can't be too soft and it can't be too hard. It has to be just right. You're looking for your Goldilocks affirmations. You have to use the right affirmations that are tailored to your experience, to your belief, to what you want to believe about yourself in order for your brain to settle in, right? Because if you try to say something that you don't believe, that you just outright don't believe, your brain is going to reject it because it hasn't seen evidence to support that. And so here's how to make affirmations work for you. First, make them super specific to your personality. Now, if you're trying to achieve something, you might make them super specific to your goals or your efforts, but for the purposes of this video, we're talking about self-love. Second, adapt them to where you are right now. So like I mentioned before, if you try to say something that you outright don't believe, or you've been conditioned for a long time to not believe about yourself, whether you believe it's possible or not, you're not going to believe it. Then your brain is basically like, sus. I don't believe it because I have all of this other evidence to support this belief that has been solidified in the neural pathways in my brain. Am I making sense? And third, you want to use bridge phrases or bridges. Bridge affirmations can serve as a way to make an affirmation accessible to your brain, which has been deeply conditioned over many, many years of other beliefs, of other experiences. And so if you haven't been telling your brain this whole time to look for something wonderful in yourself, then it's going to take some time to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Here's an example. If you try to say, I am powerful beyond all measure, right? Like my brain would respond to that with like, yeah, powerful like a tsunami, destroying everything in its path. But if you use bridge affirmations where you include phrases like, I'm intrigued by, or I could, or it's possible, it makes it easier to start to implement those beliefs in your day-to-day life. It makes it easier for your brain to accept the possibility of something different than it has known, than it has experienced, that it believes to be true, because you're just opening the door. Here are some examples. It's possible for me to trust my sense of style. I could find compassion for the learning curve I've experienced around managing money. I'm open to loving my laugh. You see how each of those were super specific to me and my experience and where I'm at? And it wasn't trying to make this huge leap to say, I love how I deal with money. Like, lies. And in an effort to love yourself more, one of the most important elements of self-love is self-trust. And in my experience, I don't trust anyone who lies to me, and that includes myself. Let me know if you have any questions about affirmations or anything else involving rewiring your brain and finding self-love, or if you want me to make a part 2 where I can give you a step-by-step on how to find your just right affirmations.